Hey guys, it's more additive volume. Woohoo! Alrighty, you're going to need the same materials as you need before. A pencil, two colored pencils, and your math interactive notebook. Turn to page 10. Remember, you can pause and re-watch this video as many times as you need to understand the lesson. Let's get started. All right, you should have an image that looks something like this on page 10 of your interactive notebook. All right, we are going to start with the visual, okay? There's something kind of tricky about this image, and I want to correct it with you right now. So, do you see this 8-foot mark here on the left side of the image? You need to understand that this is indicating the height of the shorter prism, okay? So if I were you, I would draw an arrow showing that this is a height. Okay, I kind of obliterated the 8 there. There you go, that's better. Okie doke. So now that we've got that straight, we've got this image here, and our first job is to figure out if we're missing any dimensions. So we've got to decide how we want to cut this guy, because I see two rectangular prisms here put together. So let's figure out how we want to cut this guy. I'm thinking we ought to cut this guy from top to bottom. We're going to cut him so that we've got a tall building on the right and a short building on the left. So use your colored pencil and cut that guy right there. And then you're going to have to cut it from the back too and across the base. Okay? Can you see two separate rectangular prisms there? One on the left that's shorter and one on the right that's taller. In order to facilitate our understanding that we're looking at two separate rectangular prisms, I'd like you to color code them. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time tracing the edges of the lower prism on the left in green. You choose which color you would like to use to show your shorter prism there on the left. All right, I'm not super awesome, so please be patient with me. All right, what do we think about that? Can you see that the left prism is green? I'll make the right one red. You don't have to. You can pick whatever color you want. Alrighty, here we go. Ooh, I'm getting better at this. Alrighty, so can you see a distinction between the prism on the left and a prism on the right? I can, even though my lines are wobbly. Okie dokie, I think we might be missing a couple dimensions, so let's see what we can do about this, okay? First thing I notice is that this 26 right here, I'm going to use a highlighter. This 26 right here, this 26 feet is a length, and that's all well and good, except I'm thinking it's the length of the green prism and the red one. Oh, what are we going to do here? We're going to figure out a way to cut that length just like we cut that prism. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look straight up here at the top of the red prism, and I'm going to notice that it is 8 feet long from left to right. That's going to make me wonder, what is the length of the green prism from left to right? Well, if our grand total is 26, I'm getting that from the bottom down here. You see that? All right, the grand total is 26. And the right side, the red, is 8. I'm thinking if we take that total 26, take the right side away, which is 8, that's going to leave us with the length of the left side. The left side of our prism is 18 feet long, and I'm going to label that in my left side prism color. So 18, oh, what the heck, I picked green. 18, there we go. See, it's tricking me tonight. 18 feet long right there. All right, so we added one dimension that we are in need of. Do we need any other dimensions? Let's take a look. All right, I'm going to go back to my highlighter. I'm going to pick purple this time. All right, so I'm seeing that this red prism here is 8 feet wide. Do you see that? 8 feet wide? All right, so there's the 8. It's taking a look at this dimension here. If that guy's 8 feet wide, then this guy's 8 feet wide. And if this guy's 8 feet wide, then that guy's 8 feet wide. And holy cow, this guy's 8 feet wide. Okie dokie. We just found another dimension of our green prism. Hot diggity dog. Okay, so right here, the width of our green prism is, say it with me, 8 feet long. Okay, so now for our red guy, we've got a length, which is 8 feet. We've got a width, which is 8 feet. And we've got a height, which is 24 feet. I think we've got all the dimensions we need for our red prism. Let's check in with the green guy. We've got a length of 18 feet. We've got a width of 8 feet. And we've got a height. Remember how we adjusted this image? Yeah, we got a height of 8 feet. Oh, green, come on now. There we go. A height of 8 feet. Okay, so we've completed our first step in the process. We have found all the dimensions. We cut our shape into rectangular prisms, and we found the missing dimensions. Okie doke. So now we got to determine the volume of our shape. So let's cut our workspace. All right, so stay with me here. We're going to cut our workspace in half like this, and then we're going to identify a bottom third right there, okay? Not so nice. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so I'm going to type because I'm thinking that's going to be a little easier for you to see. So, all right. So the volume of our left side green prism, we know the volume formula by now. It is length times width, whoops, times height. Okay, so now, so the volume of this guy is 18 feet by 8 feet by 8 feet tall. All right, and the total volume of this guy, and I know some of you are struggling a little bit right now with multiplication of large numbers. So we're going to tackle that on a different day. Let's just worry about volume today. So the volume of our shorter green rectangular prism is 1,152, we need units, say it with me, feet squared. And I don't know how to type a squared, so we're going to do it like this. Square feet. All right, now we're going to move over here, okay? The volume of our red prism, we're going to use the formula length times width times height. All right, the volume of our red prism, our length is 8 feet. We can see that here. Our width is 8 feet times 8 times the length, or I'm sorry, the height of 24, not 234. There we are. So the volume of our entire red prism is 1,536 square feet. Whew, that's a big guy. Alrighty, now how are we going to find the volume of both figures put together? Is this additive volume, my friends? I'm fairly certain we're going to need to add. So we're going to take the volume of that green prism, 1152 square feet, and we're going to add it to 1,536 square feet, and that's going to give us our grand total. Alrighty? And our grand total, the total volume here, is 2,688 square feet. Okay, now for the last section of your foldable here, we need to explain the steps we took to find the answer. So let's go way back to the beginning. The first job we did was identify the two separate rectangular prisms. I marked one green and one red. You might have used different colors. So, step one, divide the figure into rectangular prisms. Step 2, we found missing dimensions. Let's go back and figure out which dimensions we found that were initially missing. So take a look. We had to find this one here. We had to find that 18 feet here, right? Okay. We had to mark this guy because that one was a little bit unclear. And we also had to discover the width of the green prism. The green prism was a problem. All right, let's go back down to our steps. Step 2 is find missing dimensions. You spell it right too, all right? Okay. Oh, it's got a little wonky, didn't it? Hold on. Okay. All right, step 3. We found the volume of each prism. So look up here. In this section of our work, we found the volume of the green prism. And then we found the volume of the red prism, right? So we found the volume of each prism. The final step, here's the money step, guys. You just need to add the volumes together. Can you please make sure you have these 4 steps listed neatly in your trapezoid foldable? If you do, you are done. You've done a good job if you've stayed with me. Don't worry if you're not comfortable multiplying numbers as big as we had here today. We'll do additional learning on that topic later. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.